All surgery involves an element of risk, so we trust our surgeons' expertise and we hope the medical system will look after us. But some of Dr. William Braun's patients say they've been through hell, and his colleagues have been raising questions about him for years.
With the injuries that have happened to me, I feel like I've been butchered and I was abandoned and left for dead.
How would you describe Dr. Braun now?
A joke. I would not recommend him to work at a pet shop because he is arrogant, just has no respect for people or patients.
Dr. Braun, Chris Allen from A Current Affair. Can I ask you some questions about the allegations that were made against you in State Parliament?
No, I think it's all following right channels and I have nothing to comment.
He may not want to talk to us, but everyone is talking about him.
These are everyday Australians who have been treated appallingly.
From Parliament to the lounge rooms of his patients.
It shouldn't have happened to me and it shouldn't be happening to anyone else. It just shouldn't be happening.
And Simon, how would you describe what you've been through?
Physically, mentally, I've been through hell and back.
Simon Saloom and Melissa Hill were both operated on by surgeon Dr. William Braun. Both suffered severe and, in Melissa's case, life-threatening complications.
I was told that I was experiencing multiple organ failure. Many times I thought that it would have been easier to die than to try and fight to live.
Nothing to say. These were serious allegations about botched surgery and sexual harassment. Surely you've got something to say about that? You're not concerned about these? We just want to give you the opportunity.
Something has to be done. This has dragged on for far too long.
In Queensland's Parliament, Opposition Health spokesperson Ros Bates tabled documents from some of Dr. Braun's colleagues dating back to 2006, like this one from Royal Darwin Hospital, which chronicled 11 bad outcomes to surgery performed by Dr. Braun in a 6-month period, and concludes by saying he was possibly a danger to the public.
Complaints were either ignored or investigated and dismissed.
We just want to give you the opportunity. We just want to give you the opportunity to say something, Doctor. You're not concerned about these?
In one case, the woman told us, I had surgery under him in December 2017 and he has performed surgery that I had not approved.
That woman was Melissa Hill, who chose Dr. Braun to help her after a previous lap band surgery didn't work. She says she wanted Dr. Braun to remove the lap band and, if there were no complications, to perform a gastric bypass.
He reassured me on several occasions and in my husband Paul's presence that he would not take any unnecessary risks.
But clearly there were complications in your case, but that didn't stop him carrying out both procedures at once.
There had in fact been complications and that this surgeon had progressed with the bypass, even though we'd had this understanding that wouldn't happen.
Immediately after surgery, Melissa says she became desperately ill. She returned to hospital for more surgery and says she spent another 2 months fighting to survive. Her husband Paul by her side.
Every day for probably those 2 months I thought she was going to die.
Halfway through her suffering, Melissa says Dr. Braun went on an overseas holiday and she was transferred to another hospital where she eventually recovered.
Immediately after the emergency surgeries, I was told he left the country and I felt abandoned and I felt that I'd been left for dead.
One doctor said that you were a threat to the community. A letter from Dr. Braun's lawyer says all the Queensland complaints raised by Ros Bates were investigated and dismissed. Documents tabled in Parliament say Dr. Braun was trained in Germany and Russia before migrating to Australia, where after further training he specialised in gastric banding surgery. His Facebook site indicating he also frequently visits a clinic in Russia. Clearly business is good. He recently paid $7.5 million for this mansion, which he's renovating.
Since the first operation, I've had 4 more operations.
Simon Saloom says he's been in constant pain ever since Dr. Braun performed a routine hernia operation on him 4 years ago.
I've been in and out of Redcliffe Hospital over 41 times. Been to Royal Brisbane Hospital with the pain team. I've had 5 lignocaine infusions, and still the pain hasn't gone away.
And you complained to 2 different state health ministers.
Pretty much everyone was just giving me the runaround and there was no action.
Simon did complain to the Health Ombudsman, who investigated but took no action.
It doesn't matter who you are or what you do, bad behaviour should never be tolerated.
On top of the allegations of botched surgery, Dr Braun also has been accused of sexually harassing other medical staff.
Making inappropriate sexual remarks, touching female staff members inappropriately, engaging in sexual behaviours in front of female staff members in an operating theatre, and attempting to use his power as a consultant general surgeon to coerce female staff members into sexual favours in exchange for various rewards.
Following the bombshell allegations made against him here in Parliament, Dr Braun was suspended by Queensland Health and voluntarily stood down from operating at a private hospital, pending the outcome of 3 separate inquiries into his conduct. As for Melissa Hill, she's now launched legal action against the surgeon.
I didn't have to go through this. I shouldn't have had to go through this. Nobody should have to go through this.
Does it make you angry to think that as long ago as 12 years before you had this procedure, that there were questions raised about this doctor?
Absolutely.
We just want to give you the opportunity to say something, Doctor. You're not concerned about these? One doctor said that you were a threat to the community.
Dr Braun denies the allegations made against him in recent months. That statement is on our website.